good. That's very good. Yeah. Guys, we are with our brother, which is Mr. Nget, the former Gambian journalist based in Germany. We are talking about a lot of issues about Gambia diaspora development and our asylum system, our asylum process, in Germany, how people can obtain, documents in Germany. So this program is very, very important. Yes, I mentioned about going to asylum interview. After asylum interview, if you are rejected, you have chance to appeal, and there are different stages that you can also do appeal before you come to this Hatafal Commission. Now, before coming to Hatafal Commission, what are some of the chances? If you can explain those one brief. After your first asylum interview, you were rejected. Before Hatafal Commission, as you say, is the last, commission, for you to apply to get a document. But before that, what are some of the chances, for individual to have document, especially if you are working or you have, I don't know, vocational training, at that particular time, is it that, somebody, must be discouraged to leave German or should stay there so that he or she can have document, because others may think that, okay, I did commission, they rejected me, then I have to move from German to go to another country. Do you think, the first commission, the first interview, they rejected you, do you think that individual should go out, or there is still chance for that individual to have document before going outside?
Yeah, there is plenty chance of people to stay here. Europe is for the strong people. If you are strong, you can make it. If you are weak or you are just afraid, sometimes it might lead you to making a lot of mistakes. And these mistakes might come haunting you. Basically, if you are rejected for an asylum seeker, it's not easy though for many people to say you come to Europe and you eventually stand a chance to be deported back to Europe. This trauma and this segregation that you would be facing back home if you are deported might bring fears to your mind to try and decide, okay, let me run. But running doesn't solve any problem. Sometimes you have to face your own problems to be able to go out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you keep running and running and running, you will end up landing in different places. There is no safe place for you in Italy. There is no guaranteed safe place for you in Italy to run back to Italy. There is no guaranteed safe place for you in this day. And to be frank, people are mistakenly asylum rejection for criminal offense. You don't commit any crime. You come to a country, you are seeking a shelter, and they tell you that your story is not convincing enough for us to give you shelter. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have done something extremely bad. It's not bad. It's not a criminal offense.
Yeah.
It's just a rejection. So if you have the courage to stay and fight for it, then you can stay and fight for it.
But how do you fight for it?
Yeah, the fighting for it is as I said, because in Germany it's like people have a unique opportunity that many countries don't have.
Okay.
It's not a country that you come and do your asylum and they will just throw you somewhere and leave you like that. Immediately you apply for asylum, there is a way for you to be to enroll in an integration. Most of the time, there is a way for you to integrate in the society. And especially the young ones, 16 or so, because you must have traveled with some people who are very young.
Mm-hmm.
So the young ones have even more opportunities, because if they come from Italy to here, most of the time their Dublin is not even counted, because they are just minors. They will be given school, taken to minors, and during those times, you have 2 years to build yourself, and after 2 years, you will have a level of qualification that will be very difficult for you to be pulled out of this country.
Okay, but
for grown-up people,
mm-hmm.
it's they give you integration. They tell you to go to school. So if you don't go to school, then it might affect you later. But if you try to go to school, then there's a chance that after going to school, you can have a job. And then after having a job, like people, Europe here, they want productive migrants, not someone lazy or someone who is just using the system. If you are so productive, at some point there is sympathy. And those people who are handling the law, they are just human like us. Sometimes you go to them, they even handling your case, but they've seen that, okay, this guy has been here 2 years, but the guy is working. And there is always a way to also find a shortcut to the system to buy yourself time. Like the interview, you can always appeal. So if you appeal, the lawyer will appeal while you are still working, while you are still doing something. And then that might take even another year before you would be called again. And those times you are working, you are still paying, or you are involved in a training. So by then, there will be a certain time before your asylum is concluded that your asylum is going to be rejected, but you have a right to stay because you have contributed to the development of this country for a certain period of time. And it states in the constitution clearly that after 3 years, like after 36 months of working and contributing to the social security and to the retirement and to the tax of this country, you have a specific clause in the constitution that protects you, that you should stay if you are crime free and if you have to give your passport to them, because without a passport also is difficult. I know it's also difficult to convince people to give their passports because they are afraid of deportations, but then you have to at some point clear your identity. With those things and with those proof, you can have another chapter, another constitutional right to gain a paper to stay here, which is far away from asylum process.
Okay.
And people are doing that and they are getting it.
Okay. Apart from asylum, there is another process that you can use to have a document, right?
Yeah, there are plenty of documents. We have Article 18 of the German Constitution. You can check. Asylum is one. Then asylum mainly is just like Article 25A, B, and C. So those are the asylum processes. But then, and Härtefall is the Article 23 of the German Constitution. But then you have many people who have 25C, A, which are not asylum, and you have also some people who have Article 18 and Article 19, which is just based on work, and some people even have Article 9, which is based on integration. Like I had Article 25 when I came, and that was asylum. But I don't have to rely on asylum. At some point, you can change your status. Because you have an asylum, you have a European paper, and you are given a European paper, like this blue passport, like this EU passport also, they call it. And you are traveling. At some point, if you are not content with this passport, you can easily go to the courts and give them back your passport, and then give them back your Gambian passport to claim for some rights and some other residents which are more stronger than the asylum. And you don't have any issues, problem traveling to your home country because you don't have to apply for visas to go to any country. But with those blue passport, you have to apply. But Article 9, there are some requirements you should have. And Article 18 is house building. Those listening to us from Germany, they know about house building. And then Article 19 is like a person who is working. In Germany, you can have 19D or so. Yeah, and 25B, 25AC. And they even, in 2024, if I'm right, they even introduced a new Constitutional Residence Act, which is Article 104C. Okay. 104C is just for some people who are just well integrated after working after 3 years. And they give you, and that is not an asylum district. Okay. So asylum is one of the least ones to give someone paper here.
Okay, one can say that asylum is the first step.
It's the entry point.
It's the entry point. Okay. Now, if someone in Italy here right now, have a document, let's say have 2 years document, and he or she wanted to come to German. Because we know Italy, our 2 years document, you cannot stay in German for more than 90 days, but that individual is planning to come to German to stay there. If this individual come to German, for him to have document, what are some of the things he is going to do, or is it that he's going to start an asylum there? He's going to request an asylum there, or there's another ways for him to obtain a document in Germany?
Yeah, I would say, depending on your missions here, because I've seen someone who has Italian document, 2 years document.
Okay.
And he's working in Germany, and he moved because of work. But then that has to be on special cases. Okay. Like the 2 years document, you know about the long stay residents in Germany, like the permanent residents, and the permanent residents in Italy. And so, if you have the permanent residents of Italy, you equally have the rights to move to any European country and work. But you have to get a job first, and you have to have a place of residence where you live, and you have to have your own contract and your own, because you are not going to be taken as an asylum seekers, because the government will not give you any social support. Yeah. Like you have to, if you have the, people are free. Like for me, example now, I could come to Italy and ask you to help me look for an apartment. So if I have an apartment, that you help me to look for this apartment. And now I have the permanent residence, and I want to move to Italy. I have the apartment already. You help me maybe look for a job or a company, or I even look for a job myself. And I have already this company signed my contract. And I have the apartment also registered in the community, in the commune, you know. So now I have these 2 documents plus my long stay residence in Germany. So if I come and go to the immigration department, immediately I give them these documents. They will give me a 2-year document to work in Italy. So likewise, Germany also, because I've seen someone, not 1, not 2, I think, it's very rare to see anyway, but I've seen some people who come here and work. But it has to do with, 2 of them has to do with, they have this international companies that will people will hire you in Germany. You come with your staffs and you're working. And those cases are possible. They are here. But if the 2 years asylum is not a long residence asylum, long residence document that allow you to go freely to any European country and work, because you have to be Schengen. So most of the case is like people have that, but they come and they put it in a safe place and still ask for asylum. And that is where the problems come. Yes. Because they will see that the documents are already there, and then they will not know how to decide on your asylum, and they will put you in the Dublin area, and sometimes they will give you duldum, and sometimes they will ask you to leave the country in 30 days or so. Okay. If you don't leave, they will want to send you back. Okay, that's very good. Now before we bring up peoples, we just want to go to the Hatafal Commission, because I guess that's the last result for someone to have documents in German, because this is very, very important. Perhaps we could have a lot of Gambians or non-Gambians in German who are presently there. They don't have document, they don't have asylum, different articles are there, but they are not lucky to get that. And the last option is Hatafal Commission. Now, this hardship commission, how do you explain? How do somebody know this Hatafal Commission? How do you enter? What are some of the processes that somebody can take to enter into this Hatafal Commission so that you can have the document? This is very important. Yeah, to be precise, the Hatafal is called Hatafal in Germany. It's called Hatafal in Italy. I think in Belgium, so it's called Achtafal. I don't know how they pronounce it, depending on their pronunciation, and their accent. Yeah. But then it's Hatafal and it's Hatafal. You know, Hatafal has nothing to do with asylum. Okay. Like people should know about it. It has nothing to do with the asylum. Okay. Because it's controlled by your region, the region where you are living. It's controlled by Minister of Immigration and so on, and the region. And then basically asylum is controlled by the immigration, like they call it BAMF here. So BAMF is BAMF. So BAMF, the immigration department can exhaust all your asylum process and close the chapter. And they close the chapter, no asylum for you, and that's it. And you are there. So now is the time you apply for as Hatafal. But the Hatafal, then your asylum process is over. Like you are no more an asylum seeker. Okay. So then you have to apply for the Hatafal. The Hatafal, I don't know about Italy, but in Germany, 23A of the German Residence Act. Article 23A of the German Residence Act. So people should not confuse it with the German Constitution. I'm not talking about the Constitution. I'm saying about the Residence Act, because countries have constitutions, and they have articles in the constitutions, and sometimes if you align those articles in the constitution and the article in the Residence Act are different cases.
Yes,
because
yes.
the Residence Act look into the residence area and the residence that people should get here. So to be brief, it is in Article 23A, that is the Härtefall in Germany. I don't know about any other country, but it's 23A. It's specific. Anybody listening to us also can apply for it. There are some requirements you should fulfill here.
Okay.
At least you have to be integrated. Most cases they ask about B1. Most cases they can even accept R2, like A2. And you have to live in the country for you have to live and work in the country, not just live in the country for 5 years, but you have to work and live in the country for 5 years. You should be working. And in most cases, also, 3 years is accepted. Because 3 years is where you have 36 months of work, and this 36 months of work you must have paid 36 months of tax.
Mm-hmm.
So 36 months of tax, then you are entitled to get even retirement benefits, and you have also to pay 36 months of your pension here. That is your rent also. So after paying those things, then you are integrated and you have been working here. But then you have to also not be getting money from the state, like getting any financial support from the government. Because if someone is working, automatically if someone is working, he's taking care of himself. And then you have to also have your own living space.
Okay.
Like you have to have an apartment owned by you, or be renting like rental apartment whereby nobody pays for you pay for yourself.
Okay.
And the most important part is crime free.
Okay.
You should not be in any way be a danger or a threat to the society, be it Germans or be it any other person that is living in Germany. Because many people will say Europe, we don't belong. I mean, I take it as a wrong statement, because we belong here. It's not like we don't belong. If you make it yours and you belong, then you belong. Because any country you go in Europe, most of the people that are working are from other countries.
Yes.
And they are the one paying tax for people to be paid back when they look exhausted. And now you apply for the Härtefall Commission, and the Härtefall Commission will look into this. And if they look into these things, they have to look it outside of the asylum district. It's like the Minister of Immigration and the regional like the Bundespresident, and so like they are the one checking these things.
Okay.
It's not like the immigration department.
Okay, that means it's a private something, right?
It's a private, yeah. It's something definitely separated from asylum.
Okay. Now, when someone
but
wants,
it's the last resort. It's the last option that you might want to get here.
Okay.
I would say before the last options, some people will have a European wife and have kids. And those kids now will give you the rights to stay here and all that, or get married. That is a different one.
Okay.
But the last process for someone coming to stay here through a procedure of an asylum or a document procedure to get this to stay here is asylum. Article 23A in Germany is the last option.
Okay, this last option, that's Härtefall Commission, right? Now, what I just want to know is that what are some of the documents if you are going to present, if you are going to request for this asylum or this Härtefall Commission Article 23A? What are some of the documents that they normally need, and where in Germany can you present? Is it that any city you can present, you can request this article there, or what? What are some of the documents that they normally need?
Basically, you can request this from any city you live.
Okay.
Because they have From any city you live, you can request it from your rat house. Like you go to the rat house, any document that entails a process of applying for a document, it's available there. You can just walk into your any city and then take those documents.
Okay.
Or you can also seek for advice from some people, and they will give you some advice. Or if you think you cannot do it by yourself, or you don't have anyone to do it for you, you can easily contact a lawyer, and you tell the lawyer that my asylum is exhausted and this and that, and I think I qualified for this HATA file, so can we apply?
Okay.
So then the lawyer would apply for you. But then the documents that they will ask, they don't ask for certification, they don't ask for university degree, they don't ask for college or any Gambian documents or any others. If you have, it might be useful, but most of the time they are not very useful. The only thing they ask from you is like the house-wise, like your residence that you have been having here, be it a card or a paper type that they give you, you have to get that. And you have to get a melde besainagun, like a certificate of stay, like a certificate that you get from the commune in Italy that you are staying in this address.
Okay.
And if you get that, you have to also get an Arbeitsvertrag, like which is like a job contract. Like you have to have a job contract, and you also have to get a job contract. I said already, you have to get a rental contract. Like you have to get somewhere that you have to rent, and normally the lawyer can claim for the other stuffs, which is the pension department. But everyone has the right, because for me personally, every 2 years I call the rental the pension department to send me my letter of what I contribute and all that. So do you have the right? Everybody has the right to do. Many people don't know, but then you have the right to call and say, hey, I want to know about this thing, and they will send it to you in 3 or 4 days. And then you have that, and it shows there that you have been working in these days, and you have also to get like at least a 6 months. If I am right, I don't want to mislead in here, but they will ask you some number of pay slips that you have, like 6 months or 1 year pay slip that you should be attached to your application. And then you can do it through a lawyer, and if you get all that, they check and they see everything is okay, then you stand a chance to get this Hatafal. And I would say it's the last resource, but it's one of the best documents that one might get in Germany.
Wow,
because you are free from all other stuff. It's one of the best. I would say one of the best, because you are not now an asylum seeker. You are not, and they don't stop you from